This year I've absolutely fallen in love with figs. I watch people grow them on YouTube. I'm obsessed with them. They're beautiful. So today I'm going to show you a quick dessert recipe that's only 15 minutes, and that's my walnut stuffed figs with a cheats salted caramel. So what I've got here are some figs. I'm just going to take the top off them. I'm just going to slice these guys about 3/4 of the way down so that they still hold their shape together. We are going to be stuffing them with a little bit of a walnut and ricotta stuffing, so you kind of want to make a cavity big enough for that to go through. Alright, you can already see the inside of this fig is so beautiful and ruby and gorgeous. I've got some walnuts here that I've just dry roasted. Just going to give them a quick chop, reserving a little bit just to crumble over the top at the end. I've got some ricotta here. That's going to go into my bowl as well. Next up, some sugar, just to add a little bit more sweetness. And then I'm going to give that a quick mix. All we're going to do is lay these beautiful figs onto a little baking tray. And then I'm going to open the figs up a tiny bit and try to put as much of that stuffing in as possible. That's all done now. All I've got to do now is I've got a little bit of sugar left over, and I'm just going to sprinkle in right over the top, because once that hits the heat, it will caramelize really beautifully, and caramelized figs are just absolutely heaven. That's all done. That's going into the oven at 180 for 8 to 12 minutes, depending on the size of your figs and how much stuffing you've got in there. And then we'll come back and check up on that. While my stuffed figs are in the oven, I'm going to get started on a little cheats salted caramel. I call it a cheat salted caramel because we actually don't caramelize sugar and then add the cream to it like a normal caramel would. Instead, I've got some butter that's going in with some cream. So still the same, but to add that caramelized flavor, all I'm going to do is pop in some brown sugar. The reason I'm showing you how to do this is it's a little bit faster, and also I know that it's a little bit daunting sometimes to watch caramel caramelize and know when to pop that cream in. It's not for everybody. So this is just a way of doing a caramel that's going to be quite delicious, but very, very simple. So I'm just making sure that I am stirring it so everything incorporates. And then it's quite hot now, so I'm going to actually turn the heat down a little bit and just let it melt and then simmer away. You can keep it like this if you want, and it will just be a normal caramel. But I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it, just to kind of give it that salted caramel flavour, obviously, because it is salt. Now you need a lot of salt, about a teaspoon when you're making a salted caramel, because it doesn't come through because it is so bitter and sweet at the same time. This will take no time at all. It'll be probably 4 minutes all up. So as you can see, my cheese caramel's bubbling away. That's a clear sign that it's ready. It's going to be quite thick now. So I'm just going to turn that heat off, let it cool down a little bit. So the figs have just come out of the oven. They're looking absolutely beautiful. Really, really broken down. A little bit squishy now, which I love. I'm just going to transfer that to a little serving plate. I'm just going to actually put all of them onto a little serving platter, and then you can take that straight to the table and you can just kind of grab what you want. Beautiful stuffed figs. Just gonna spoon some of that salted cheats caramel that we made over the top of this guy. Top him with some of the leftover roasted walnuts. Look how decadent and gorgeous that is. So that right there is my walnut stuffed figs with cheats salted caramel. It's absolutely gorgeous. Give it a go for yourself. It's a definite winner and you're gonna love it.